Hey guys, Katie again. So excited to continue digging through this story of when Jesus walks on water with y'all. So last time we talked about the importance of pulling away, of having that solitude time where you can rest and just spend time with the Lord and hear what he has to tell you and how you can grow. And today we're going to be looking at, continuing in that story, looking at Matthew 14:25 through 27. And this is when things start to get a little rocky while they're out on the boat. Like I'm sure you guys remember. I'm going to go ahead and read. It says, "In the fourth watch of the night he came to them, walking on the sea. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified and said, 'It is a ghost,' and they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, 'Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid.'" Fear. I feel like fear has been something that has come into our lives this year in a very different way than it normally has. It's been more prevalent and more constant than we might have experienced in the past. Whether that's from the coronavirus, the whole entire pandemic, riots, distress, injustice, health, economic crisis, just all these things that have been happening. It's scary. There's a lot of fear, and I think we are right to be afraid, to have that initial just that initial overwhelming sense of just confusion, of not understanding what's going on. And I think that's where the disciples were. So they're sitting on this boat, and it's crazy. And then they see Jesus walking on water towards them, and immediately in their brains, they can't rationalize that Jesus would be walking on water, because that doesn't happen. People don't just go around walking on lakes. And so they think it's a ghost, and they're so scared. And then Jesus calms them and says, "Don't be afraid, for it is I." And I think in this instance, we're in a storm, we're in a boat, and we are scared, and we are looking out in that fear. And Jesus is telling us not to be afraid. There's some other times in the Bible that this is a constant theme. I think fear is something that's not new. It feels new in this way, but it's not new in the world and to human beings. So we're gonna look at Deuteronomy, going way back, all the way to Deuteronomy 31:8, where it says, "It is the Lord who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." And so as the disciples are sitting in that boat, and they're scared, they think they're alone. They don't think Jesus is there because they think it's a ghost. They think it can't be Jesus, and he's saying, "It is I am here." And in the midst of us being in our boat with the storm and not knowing what's going on, he is here, and he's saying, "Don't be afraid, for I am with you." We see this again in Isaiah 35:4. It says, "Say to those who have an anxious heart, be strong, fear not." And that's what I want to leave us with today. Because we probably have those anxious hearts, like I was saying, whether it's over something really, really big or something really small. We've all got things on our hearts and our minds that are troubling and that are hard, and that are honestly just plain right scary. But we don't have to fear, because we're not alone. He is with us, even if we can't feel him, even if we're wondering, kind of wondering what the heck he's doing. He's there. He's walking on that water, coming towards us to calm us, to let us know that he's got it, and that we don't need to be afraid. Instead of looking at the fear, we can instead turn our faces and cast our eyes on him. So that's what I challenge you guys to do as you're going about your day. And when that fear creeps in and that anxiety comes about, focus on him. Look for him walking on that water towards you in that storm, and know that he is with you. Thanks, guys. Love you all, and I will see you next time.